right, Chase Hunter and Ian Schieffelin, whenever you guys are ready, go ahead with questions.
What's up, Chase? NBA teams you actually worked out for, which teams were those, and what was the most valuable feedback you got?
Yeah, I worked out with the Hawks, the Cavs, and the Nets. And yeah, it was good to get out there and, work out with them and just get the experience. I got some good feedback, basically just telling me work on my percentages, shooting, rebounding, and then just being a better defender, just being more consistent in those areas.
Just defensively, what do they want to see better there?
Just playing more hard, making more winning plays, making some more tough plays here and there, but just being more consistent in that area for sure.
You guys could both answer. You've both been around the program several years now. How does the team feel right now? What's kind of the vibe in those practices, and what does this feel like right now?
I'll let you go first.
I think we're in a good place. We got a lot of transfers, a lot of new guys come in, three freshmen, I believe. Building that chemistry off the court is kind of something, all the teams have done here since I've been here, and I think that's one thing we've been doing a good job of this year, just becoming more close, and I think everyone's ready just to play other opponents.
Yeah, it's kind of piggybacking off of that. I think we've done a good job of gelling. A lot of new guys, a lot of transfers. A lot of guys are trying to get used to, the way we play. I think we've done a good job of that, and yes, we're looking forward to playing some other guys for sure.
When you say trying to figure out how you guys play, how is that identity kind of shifting this year because of so many new people and figuring out what pieces you do have that you will have those consistent threads and then also a new identity as well?
Yeah, I think we've created a new identity here, like you said. I think it's more on the defensive end, and we brought in some people who can help, on that end. And I think going into this year, I think the guys have really done a good job of buying into the culture, and I think it'll show out there on the court for sure.
Start with Ian and Chase. You obviously have to replace the production of some key losses, especially inside. So do the new guys coming in do that? Maybe there's some different aspects they can contribute and help fill that void. What are your impressions of the inside guys that have been brought to the program and how they can replace the PJ production?
Yeah, it's hard to replace a first-team All-ACC big man inside. We got Christian and Miles and Victor, just a whole bunch of different guys that can do different things. I think each guy is different in their own way, and just having that versatility and just having guys that do different things is good for teams, so they can't really, scout them all the same way and just have to play differently. And everyone brings kind of a different aspect to the team.
Chase, from your standpoint, you've got to be the guy distributing. So how different is it having PJ there to pass the ball, and what about these new guys and getting them the ball?
Yeah, I think obviously you can't replace what he did on the court, but I think the coach did a good job of bringing in guys that can do some things similar. Victor he does a good job of spreading the floor, and he can knock down some threes, and then Christian's just a big wall down there that can block shots and protect the rim. So I think that those two big guys being brought in were big pieces.
I guess, Chase, with Zackery, what has your chemistry been like with him thus far, building that?
Yeah, it's been good. It's been good. He's a great player, 5-year player who's been in the league for a while, so he knows, kind of how teams play, how we play. So, he's been good with, on the defensive end, like I said earlier, he's a guy who can, really pick up full court and guard well. So I think that'll be good meshing with me this year, for sure.
What has been the biggest thing for each of y'all just through the offseason, the biggest thing that you guys have maybe focused on in practice going into this offseason?
I'll say honestly, for both of us, it's just our leadership. Being able to lead these new guys and show them, how we play here and, how Coach Barnell wants things ran, and kind of just being more vocal leaders, because I think we both do a good job, kind of setting that example and just working hard and showing them how, the standard is here. And it's one thing that we're still working on and, can use some help sometimes. And it's just one of those things that we're both kind of focusing on and trying to get better at.
When you say need some help, I guess, do you reach out to any past players, maybe PJ, Hunter, to see, what's the best way to lead the guys when things are going well and, when things are going bad?
Yeah, exactly. You know, just kind of just seeing those guys lead. PJ and Hunt both led in different ways. Hunt was more of a vocal guy, just, you know, always there setting an example. And PJ was kind of a goofy leader in a way, you know, just different aspects of how they led. But also it's like guys like Jay-Z and Victor that are old enough and, you know, have played college basketball for a while they also know how it's supposed to be played and how things are ran, and, you know, having those guys step up at times.
Ian, through your play, folks are going to know about you now more than ever. There have been conversations with the coaches during the offseason as to what you can now expect in terms of defense is going to be thrown your way. Not that you didn't seem in the past, but are you prepared even to get more attention?
Yeah, I mean, I think it'll be different because you take away a guy like PJ who definitely drew a lot of attention from, you know, coaches and defenses, and, you know, just taking that off, and they have to focus more on, you know, a guy like me that wasn't a main option, and just being ready for that, and kind of just sticking to how I play and not letting that speed me up or make me uncomfortable.
Chase, so much is made, rightfully so, of PJ's departure, but you guys also lost Joe and a lot of scoring production there as well. As your come back this year with so many heightened responsibilities, how does your role as a shooter and a producer really start to change and evolve, and what do you take away from that experience with Joe last year?
Yeah, it was great. He was a great player, you know, a guy who can really put it in the basket. But, yeah, going into this year, I think, you know, my role will still be the same, you know, distributing, you know, making plays when I need to make plays. Because we got a lot of good guys this year. I think we got a lot of depth, a lot of guards who can make plays, still got guys inside who can make plays. So I think, you know, our role will still be the same, you know, distributing, making plays, and helping his team win.
For both of y'all, I'm sure the last couple of years, with so much continuity and experience, the pace of a preseason was much quicker with the installation of the system and all that. And it feels like this time around you're having to go more slowly just because there's so many new guys having to be integrated into that. Can you share what that's been like, just the difference compared to recent years?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of new guys, like you said. It's hard for someone just to, you know, get it on day one and just understand how things are ran. That's something that we didn't have to deal with as much last year because we didn't bring in as many players as we did this year. But, you know, I think the guys are starting to pick it up, you know, pretty well, and I think we're moving at a pretty good pace for, you know, where we are.
Yeah, I think Coach, you know, he did a good job of kind of simplifying things this summer. And, you know, some guys, you know, can catch on with things quicker than some guys. And we just had to simplify the offense a little bit. And, you know, I think a lot of guys have kind of, you know, come along and, you know, taken that.
For both y'all, is this like the most excitement you felt on campus leading into a season since you've been here, just given what you guys are coming off?
Definitely. I would say the most excitement since I've been here. You know, based off what we did last year, I can see why that excitement is there. But, you know, it's a new season, and, you know, we got more goals that we have to accomplish.
I'd agree. I think I've seen more Clemson basketball shirts this summer, than I've seen all year, and or seen, you know, my whole career here, and it's awesome, and, you know, it's great energy moving into the season.
Chase, in terms of coming back, how much did NIL make it easier for you all to come back just because of you don't have to go somewhere and make money right now? Did that factor in at all, do you think?
Oh, yeah, it definitely was a factor. But, you know, I wanted to come back and, you know, get with these guys again, you know, make more history. You know, I think that, you know, the NBA can wait. You know, NIL has given you a chance to, you know, where that you can put that aside and, you know, you don't have to rush to that. So I think that, you know, my big goal was to come back here and make more history and, you know, do bigger things for this program.
For both of y'all, I guess just with the scrimmage on Wednesday, just what are you looking to see out of the team and from yourselves?
I think, honestly, first is just effort. Just, you know, everybody giving all the effort. You know, that's all you can really ask for from that standpoint. And just, you know, executing what Barnell tells us to execute, and just, you know, sticking to his game plan and making sure everybody's, you know, tuned in to what Barnell's saying.
Yeah, I think he hit it on the head. It's just go out there and play hard. You know, don't worry about any mistakes. You know, first game in Lil John for a lot of these guys, so might be some nerves there. But, you know, we just want to go out there and play hard and, you know, definitely win the game for sure.
I think we've heard Dillon, your brother, has made some improvements. Where do you feel like he's
Yeah, I think he's really improved on his shot. He put a lot of work in this summer, putting a lot of reps up, and I think he's gained some confidence with that. And I think it'll show this year for sure.
Any more questions for these guys?
I mean, you're bringing in just a few transfers every year. You guys have acclimated to a bunch of them, but like, how do you do that? How do you get like a Joe last year and then you guys this year? Like, what's the returner's mindset for getting you guys feeling like they're part of the team and kind of Clemson as a whole?
I mean, I would say, just the culture we have here. I think it's easy for guys to, give into that. Give their all to this program. I think that me and Ian have done a good job of leading these guys this summer, and they bought in, and I think that we'll see that on the court this year for sure.
I guess just like broadly with momentum, do you feel like that's there for the NCAA tournament, or just because it's such a new team, you have to rebuild that? Like, how do you feel about that as a concept, I guess? Momentum.
How you feel?
I feel like there is a lot of momentum. I mean, obviously, especially for the guys that went there last year and just in the fan base, there's so much good energy that, surrounding basketball right now. And I know a lot of the guys that, experienced that want to experience that again. And we also want to give that experience to the new guys, just bringing everybody along to experience that again.
What do you think the energy will be like for Wednesday's game? Fans back at Little John, what do you think the energy's going to be like?
I think hopefully it's great. I know it's an exhibition game, but hopefully we get a good crowd. I think that'll help us in the game, so we don't start off a little sluggish, But, yeah, hopefully it's a good crowd and they bring some energy.
Anything else for Chase and Ian? Okay. Thanks, guys.
All right. Thank you.